Past spring break, several CHS students and teachers traveled to Europe as part of a school group. This program is on the rise, and Dr. Helsher has high hopes for the future of the trip.
So this year, we ended up taking 17 students to Europe. Myself, Mr. Glossinger, and his wife, Mrs. Glossinger. We originally had 18 students, and somebody got sick at the last minute, but it was an amazing trip.
We went to the United Kingdom and France. In France, we spent 2 days in Paris and 2 days in the Normandy region, and then 2 days in London. And we actually made some stops kind of along the way.
For me, a lot of the highlights are kids seeing the Eiffel Tower for the first time. It's very exciting, all lit up at night. As a historian, it's pretty cool being at Normandy and all the history surrounding that event.
It was just so beautiful. I loved all the architecture. It was just super pretty. I remember the first night in London. We walked to, I think, St. Paul's Cathedral, and that was a lot of fun because we weren't scheduled to do that. We just kind of were like, okay, like, what do we want to do? We don't just want to sit in and do nothing. And like Luca was like, oh, like, I know what we'll do. And so we just kind of followed him, and that was a lot of fun.
I think my favorite part was definitely Normandy. It was cool just to see all the craters that were still there from the shellings, and they had all the bunkers still. And there was actually one like right by our hotel. It wasn't part of a museum or anything. We just saw it and decided to walk over and climb inside.
And the other fun part for students, and the part that I like to see, is when they get to be with their friends on these trips.
Especially being with Mr. Glossinger, Dr. Helsher, and Mr. Glossinger's wife outside of school, because like I know them in the classroom, and it was nice to like interact with them outside of the classroom. I think we really bonded over the trip.
I'm very excited to announce for next year, we're looking at going to Cuba. 2 weeks, I guess, from about now. We'll have our first parent meeting on April the 25th. So this will end up being the fourth. This upcoming next year will be the fourth trip that we've done. We're really trying to build a program where the social studies department every spring break will have an experience for students to go.